Good morning, everybody. This is Notes on Your Screen. It is April 25th, 2020. Saturday morning. So, I want to talk about something really quick today. Let's see. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack, backlash, hate coming out after this one, but I want to express my concerns about these states that are opening up certain businesses. Now, I may have mentioned this before in other videos. I have been a professional tattoo artist for approximately 21 years now. I've tattooed in 26 states, 7 countries, and I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records for tattooing. I have friends in the hair styling businesses. I have been to massage parlors in my life. I've been to spas. I've been to gyms. I have friends that go to gyms. I used to go to gyms all the time. I used to train and fight MMA in my mid-20s. So what I'm getting at is that states are trying to slowly open tattoo shops, spas, gyms, hairdressing places, things of that nature, okay? And I just want us to look and think for a second in that these businesses that you're opening are not like restaurants. They're not like mom and pop grocery stores or tobacco shops and things like that. First and foremost, tattooing. Not only is tattooing a hands-on, physical, body-to-body type of business and profession, but tattooing is considered to be a minor medical procedure. You are cutting skin open. You are inserting a needle into the skin, and blood will come out, fluids, things like that. You have to worry about cross-contamination. And I understand and I get it. There are so many qualified, respectable, professional tattoo artists out there that take the time and they take the wherewithal to make sure that all of their surfaces are covered so that cross-contamination does not happen and this and that. But I'm not really even trying to talk about cross-contamination when it comes to tattooing. I'm more or less talking about just the physical aspect of touching someone for 4, 6, maybe 8 hours, okay? As well as when you tattoo someone, you're only an arm's length away, and then there's a person right in front of you, and they're breathing right into what you're breathing, whether mask or not. I don't trust these papery, thin cloth, take a shirt, put it over your face masks. They've already said that these do not work as well as N95 respirators, things like that. Take massage therapy. You have a person laying on a table, partially naked, with another person rubbing you, using oils and lotions and things like that, whether or not they have gloves on or not. Someone is above you, breathing down on you, okay? Hairdressing, same concept. You have someone that is above you, cutting your hair, styling your beard or whatever, and they're breathing down on you. These paper-thin masks, these bandana masks and all this stuff, it's already been proven by medical professionals that they do not catch all of the viruses and particles in the air, smoke and stuff, dust, pollens. Yeah, I can see that. Take spas and saunas. So you want to see 4 or 5 ladies or gentlemen in a room getting a sauna where they're sweating and that's just dripping on the floor now, and towels and all this. That is a breeding ground for cross-contamination. Worse than a tattoo shop, in my opinion, because the tattoo artists at least deal with this on a daily basis, cross-contamination and things of that nature. Just all these businesses, okay? I all these types of hands-on, physical, labored type of businesses. I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry to my tattoo artist friends out there, but they are non-essential businesses. Alright, tattooing is not essential. You're not going to live or die if you don't do a tattoo. You're not going to live or die if you don't get a tattoo, okay? You're not going to live or die if you don't get a massage. You know, you need grocery stores. You need things like that at this point right now. Now, I want to back up for a second. I did say tattooing, hairdressing, spas, massage, therapy, yoga studios, gyms, all these places where cross-contamination can be a major breeding ground for this virus and other viruses as well. Because don't forget, this virus is mutating, according to medical professionals. So you could have a mutation of some sort and another form of this could come out and be even worse. But what I want to get back to about the non-essential thing that I said, and that is that these businesses that I have just mentioned are non-essential businesses. Yet, the individuals who own these businesses and the employees who work at these businesses are essential. They are essential for the community. They are essential for our government. They are essential for our stability in life as a whole, as a community, on a humanitarian level. And with that said, because these individuals are essential individuals, they need to be taken care of by our federal government. In this time of crisis that has not been brought on by any human being, but as an act of God, so to say, these individuals are paying the price. And unfortunately, governors and mayors that are opening up cities, states, to open up these types of businesses, these hands-on labor businesses, okay, physically hands-on labor businesses, that's what I'm calling them, okay. By opening up these businesses, you will see spikes. You can hold me to that word. You will see spikes, you will see new cases emerging, possibly even seeing new deaths, which, God forbid, I would not want to see that. I would not want to see any new cases either. I would hope that everybody would take proper precautions to ensure that nothing happens within cross-contamination, nothing happens with, just anything of that nature. But it's not a matter of, you can do your 100% best, but there's always that slight, small percentage that you might miss one thing, or your client might lift the mask to eat a sandwich and they cough. Anything could happen in those situations, and you are right on top of your client, no matter if you are massaging them, tattooing them, cutting their hair, training them in a gym. Just the sheer fact that in a gym someone was just using that machine, sweating, sitting on the chair of that machine, something, and did everything get properly cleaned down before the next individual uses it, like 100% cleaned down. These are the things that, they have, I'm hoping people will take precautionary measures for. And like I said, I know tattoo artists do this on a daily basis when it comes to cross-contamination. One of the most strictest businesses out there when it comes to worrying about cross-contamination, fluid transfer, stuff like that, is the tattooing industry. But I'm sorry to all the artists when I say this, that the job of a tattoo artist, or a hairdresser, or a massage therapist, or a gym owner, or gym trainer, a sauna trainer, whatever, all these things, these are non-essential businesses. Now, like I said, that is not to say I'm not taking anything away from you, the individual, the owner, the employee, okay? I'm not taking anything away from you. You individuals are essential. You are essential in helping our economy. You are essential in helping our political system. You are essential in helping your community. You are definitely essential with your family and providing for your family. And I understand there's a lot of artists out there, tattoo artists, that, are looking at this like, how am I going to put food on the table? That's where the federal government needs to step in. The federal government needs to step up, take the mantle on this and say that it is their responsibility to make sure that their voting citizens are taken care of in this time of crisis. Because as I said before, it is not their faults. This is more or less like an act of God. Kind of glad I got that off my chest. I'm thinking about that since these protests have been starting and everything. And it's hard for me to say. Like I said, I'm a tattoo artist myself. I created this clothing company in 2013. Didn't really go anywhere. But there's other options for us artists out there. We can make clothes. We can try to contact musicians and try to make album art and things like that. There's just so many ways that we can take our artistic creativity and try to funnel it and put it into something else within art. And I understand tattooing may be your love and your passion, but what got you to tattooing in the first place? The art and the art form. And don't forget that. And I was thinking about this. Massage therapists. You have a client coming in, and let's say they have eczema, psoriasis, flaking skin. Now you're there rubbing their back, and their skin is flaking off onto the floor. You're going to disinfect, sanitize that floor, sweep all that up, or are you just going to make sure you wipe down the table and then bring another customer in? How do you work that? How are you individuals going to work that? And what type of standards and or regulations are going to be written or mandated that these precautions need to be taken? Same thing like I said with the gym, with wiping down, the seats and the bars and the weights and just everything, benches in the locker rooms and stuff, What type of there should be, if you're going to open up these businesses, there should be some sort of a list of regulations put together by, the coalition or whatever in your city or state to kind of mandate, make sure you go through these proper cleaning, sterilization procedures between each customer. Okay? And here's another thing too. Like I was saying about the federal government needs to step up and take care of these individuals. And I fully, wholeheartedly believe that. Tax-paying citizens born here to this country, or even people that have immigrated here, and are now citizens or working on becoming citizens, they pay taxes. They contribute to the community, they contribute to the country itself, okay? My personal opinion, I think all tattoo artists around the country, I think tattoo artists per state or around the country, however you want to do it, should start creating petitions. Create a petition to send to the federal government to explain to them that we understand that our business is a non-essential business, and that's why we need to be taken care of by the federal government. Same thing with hairdressers. Same thing with the massage therapist. You individuals need to come together. Start creating petitions. Send them to your governors. Send them to Congress, and demand and explain to them that your business may not be essential, but you, as a citizen, as a human being, are essential. And like I said, not only are you essential to your community, you are essential to your family, you are essential to this government, you are essential to this whole entire test called democracy. And that is my personal opinion in a nutshell about this situation where they're trying to open up certain businesses, and I get it. People want to go back to work. People need to put food on the table. I wholeheartedly get it. Yet, I just think it's kind of backwards at this point. I think opening up those types of businesses that I had mentioned, tattoo shops, spas, hairdressers, saunas, gyms, yoga studios, anything of that nature, I don't feel that these are the thing that needs to be worried about right now. I don't feel that those businesses are essential at this point in time during this crisis. We need restaurants open. We could have restaurants open, 30-table restaurant, You have them cut it down half or down to 10 tables, spread all the tables out around the dining room. Now you have a family of 4 sitting here. You got a family of 3 sitting over there, 10 feet apart maybe. You got another family of 5 sitting over there, another 10 feet apart. Okay, these people have their own little areas. Maybe even make your establishment a little bit more family friendly, knowing that you're all alone with your family in a corner of this restaurant, like you have that whole corner to yourself instead of being right next to somebody. Can you pass the salt, please? You know what I mean? It's thinking on this level is how we're going to thinking on this level and trying to act on this. I think is how we as humans, society in general, are going to mitigate and lower the spread of this virus. This virus is, this virus, every couple days, the news is talking about something new. I mean, let me think. About 3 months ago, when everything was popping off, I'm watching videos, scientific videos, by known, renowned scientists, okay, talking about how bad smoking will increase your risk of getting this, or if you get this, how it'll increase the severity of it. Now, last week, they're putting out tests to try nicotine patches, and they're saying that people that smoke cigarettes, they're saying that the nicotine in the cigarettes could deter the virus from entering the body, and or if it does enter the body, inflaming in the body. Which one is it? And that's the thing, is that with this virus, we know nothing of it. So every couple of days, when we find something new and then it gets put out to the media, any type of media, okay, then it contradicts what has been said a couple weeks, maybe months ago, and especially everybody knows this news media contradicts that news media. You have to do your own research and your own findings to find out the truth. But even like today, this morning, before I made this video, I'm sitting there listening to news and drinking my coffee, and I hear about how people that are in their 30s and 40s, I'm 41, so I definitely, ears went open for this. My wife is 45 and has cancer, but so what I had heard is that people my age in their 30s and 40s are having strokes and aneurysms and things like that because of this virus, and they're getting no symptoms whatsoever, having nothing to tell them that this virus is in their body, and then having a stroke. This is scary. This is very scary. This is another new aspect of this virus that we did not know about prior to this. Just like we didn't know about COVID toes until a week or two ago. We didn't know about the smell and taste, the absence of smell and taste prior, to a couple months ago. Stomach pains, you feel like you have a abdominal problem, like you're going to vomit, and sometimes people do vomit. Take George Stephanopoulos. He had the back pain for like 2 days, I think he said, 12 hours, something like that. But and that was like his only symptom. He didn't have a cough, he didn't have a fever, but he tested positive and had this wicked back pain. All these new symptoms are coming out, and yet, it's like no matter what happens to you, you are going to think you have COVID. Oh, my ear hurts, I must have COVID. Oh, I got a headache, I must have COVID. Oh, my tooth hurts, I must have COVID. Oh, my knee hurts, I must have COVID. Oh, I got athlete's foot, might be COVID toes. Oh, I probably have COVID. It's a shame, but it's something, but it's a reality right now. And we need to take that, the development of these new symptoms through time, as we learn about this virus, we need to take that into major consideration when it comes to opening up these these types of businesses. These hand-on, physical, labor-touching jobs. Tattooing, massage therapy, hairdressing, saunas, gyms, yoga studios. Especially the hands-on ones. Especially the ones where you're right there in front of your client for an hour to 4, maybe 6 hours. I know tattoo artists out there that will tattoo you for 8 hours. Yes, eight, maybe 10 hours, tap out sessions. That's a long time to be sitting right in front of somebody and just be breathing back and forth with a little paper mask on your face. But yes, we need to prioritize even the owners and employees of these businesses, not just tattooing. You need to prioritize what it is that you value most. Do you value going back to work and possibly taking a chance on getting sick, or possibly taking a chance on getting your family sick? Or do you value the health of yourself as well as the health of your family, your loved ones, your friends? And this is why I say, and I offer this idea, that people in these different entities of business, tattooing, hairdressing, you need to come together and start creating petitions. Petition the federal government or your governors and admit to them, we are a non-essential business, but we, the individuals, we are essential. The owners of these businesses are essential, and the employees of these businesses are essential. And that is the God's honest truth. That's probably about it for that topic. I kind of went off topic a little bit there, but yeah, I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this, especially from a lot of my tattoo artist friends. And I'm sorry, this is just my opinion, and I'm just trying to look out and trying to see how I would want to handle this situation if I was a tattoo shop owner or a hairdresser owner. You know, I haven't worked in a tattoo shop for a number of years now. I have bounced around and done a couple guest spots at shops. I've done plenty of conventions, tattoo conventions and stuff. So I don't, I haven't owned a tattoo shop in over 10 to 15 years. But, I know that it is probably extremely hard and extremely difficult for shop owners, whether it be tattooing, beauty shop owners, hairdressing, barbers, all that, even your gym owners and stuff. I know it's hard, and you have to think smarter, not harder. Okay, think smarter in the fact that we as a country, we have a right, and we are encouraged to protest for what we believe in, stand up for our rights, and stand up and protest for what we believe in and what we value. Okay, I value the health of my family, and I value the health of myself before I value the almighty dollar. And that's why I say these owners of these businesses and these employees, I feel, need to come together on a level that they start putting together petitions. Get them to your governors, get them to the federal government, and keep petitioning and put in that you individuals need to be taken care of, need funding. You don't need to go back to work right now. There's a second wave of this coming. They have no proper testing for this at this point. There's no vaccine. There's no antibiotic. Why would you want to open up your business? Just to make money? Or just to make art? Or just to make people happy? If you want to make art, have somebody build a little studio in your garage. Build a studio in a room in your house. Put a sink in and stuff, and a tattoo there. There's no reason to open up a big major business and have customers in and out. And it's just, I'm getting off point here because I just keep talking about tattooing when there's multiple businesses out there that I am trying to address. And I mean this. Your businesses and what you do may not fully be essential as that much of like a grocery store, a food market, but you, the individuals, the owners, and the employees, you are what's essential. You pay your taxes, you pay your bills. You pay double bills if you own a shop, no matter what your shop is. You got maybe a home mortgage, home electricity, home water bill, all that stuff, and then you got rent on a shop, water on a shop, electricity on a shop, insurance on a shop. You got all this. You need to be taken care of. And that's the other thing too. You're going to go back to opening up business, but you're not going to get the same amount of business. So by flicking on those lights, running that water, your bills are still going to be there, and your bills are probably going to be roughly the same, but you're not going to be having the same amount of revenue coming in. And don't hold me to this, but this is my opinion, and it's the way I see the Trump administration and how they work and everything. And that is that I wouldn't be surprised if the Trump administration and the Republicans in Congress were to look at this situation, sit back and say, well, these tattoo shops, barber shops, gyms, yoga studios, and saunas, every one of them that opened up, they're not going to be eligible for any bailout, economy, stimulus type of financial assistance that other companies are getting that are staying closed. I could see that. Don't hold me to that. But I could see that with the way the narcissism plays within this administration and within the Republicans in Congress. And I say this as a Republican too. I'm not happy about the Republican Party whatsoever at this point. I find it utterly disgusting. I don't even like to admit that I'm a registered Republican. I don't even like to admit that I voted for Donald Trump. But that's the reality of it, though. I did, and I am. And the reality in the long run is that I'm disgusted with what has been going on with this party for so long. But, for the past 4 years now, at least. Probably a little longer, but that's, don't hold me to that, but I could see that happening, and it would just be another part of the Trump administration playbook. It would be ripped right out of the Trump administration playbook. Oh, they opened up. They don't need our help. Oh, they opened up. They don't need our help. You know what I mean? It's just, I could see that, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to better yourself. You're trying to better your family. You're trying to better the community, and it may turn around and bite you in the butt. You never know. Or it could turn around and bite you in the butt medically and health-wise. There's no proper, adequate testing for this virus. And, mind you, a lot of these tests are not 100%. These antibody tests that are out there, they're saying they're going to have people test individuals before they come into a facility, a tattoo shop, a barber shop, whatever. They're going to take temperatures and this and that. It means nothing. There are so many people out there that can have this disease, this virus, and not show a symptom at all and test negative. There are people out there that could have had it already and still have some of it lingering. As a story about a woman who had it and she still had it in her eyes 20 days later. That's longer than how long it lives in the nose. So these things need to be taken into consideration. You can't testing everyone means nothing when the tests are not quality. They're not adequate. They're, pardon my French, they're bogus. They are not quality tests. Only quality tests you're getting are ones when you go into a hospital and already show signs of symptoms as if you were sick. If you don't have symptoms and you're not sick, the hospital's going to kick you out and you ain't going to get tested. And so to say that a barber shop is going to have boxes of tests for every client and every customer that comes in, I'm not buying it. And taking temperatures means nothing. You could sit there with a temperature wand on the head or in the ear, whatever, all day. A temperature means nothing. I am always warm. My wife, I lay in bed at night and my wife touches my back. She's like, oh, you're so hot. You have a fever? No, I feel great. I have a hot body. A lot of people have that, and that can misconstrue and leave a bad result on a temperature test. These taking someone's temperature before they enter your place of business is not quality or adequate preventive measures to make sure that you're not allowing the virus into your workplace. It's not. Temperature is not. I mean, it helps. I'm not saying it doesn't help. It does help. Somebody wants to come into your place of business and they're running a fever of 101 or 100, 100.7 or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might not let them into your business and say, hey man, you got a wicked fever. You're starting to get a wicked fever. You might want to go call your doctor or something. I get that. And this could help in a way. It could help determine who has it or who is, possibly starting symptoms and whatnot. But our citizens, our business owners, our employees of these businesses do not need to put themselves out there as if they are trained medical professionals either. They are not. They are tattoo artists, hairdressers, gym owners, salon owners, things like that. They are not there to make sure who's sick and who's not. Okay? So, once again, recap. I feel that these businesses I'm talking about are not essential. The businesses themselves, the individuals, you shop owners, you business owners, and you employees, you are essential. And like I said before, I feel that these groups of businesses, tattooing, hairdressing, salon, gyms, you all need to unite and start creating petitions, state by state, sending them to your governors, then send them to your governors and the Congress. Both. What's it going to hurt, right? This is what you need to do. You need to explain to Congress, explain to your governors that your business may not be essential, but you are. Your employees are essential to the livelihood of your community, essential to the livelihood of your family, and essential to the political spectrum and this test that we call democracy. And that is the truth. And I please don't hate me for saying that, but that's my opinion. And I feel that that is what needs to be done. I feel that the federal government needs to take care of these individuals and realize that some of these businesses are not essential. So with that, go ahead and hate me. Sorry. Had to get it off my chest. But well, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If anybody wants to donate anything out there to help what's going on with this pandemic, please, if you want to, go to redcross.org. Any donation helps. Even $1 will help. Redcross.org is working to put funds together to get PPE for nurses and doctors, medical professionals, and first responders and whatnot on the front lines at the hot spots of this pandemic all over the country. They are helping them get food when they work 12, 14-hour shifts, come out, they need food, they need to eat. Adequate housing. A lot of these individuals are sleeping in their cars after an 18, 14, 16-hour shift, okay? We need to take care of our healthcare workers on the front lines right now. They are our soldiers during this pandemic and this war. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again and again and again and again. Our soldiers during this pandemic and this war with this virus are not wearing camouflage and guns. They are wearing gloves, masks, and gowns. And my heart goes out to, and my respect goes out to every single one of the healthcare workers out there, and especially every single healthcare worker that has contracted this virus while trying to fight this virus, as well as the ones who have not been fortunate enough, the healthcare workers who have contracted this virus and not been fortunate enough to overcome it and have passed away from it. My heart goes out to all of you, and my heart goes out to your families. Once again, if you would like to donate, please, redcross.org. Please, if you want to, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos, give me some feedback, email me, leave comments below, share, watch. Got anything you want to talk to me about? Give me some ideas on things you want me to research or talk about. I can do, give me an idea. I could put together something research-based and factual, or I could do something like I just did now, which this is completely a commentary. This is my opinion on this situation. I did not introduce facts into this whole entire video. I just introduced my findings, my thoughts and my opinions about this situation. I will, some videos are like that, and other videos of mine are very fact-driven. So please, when you watch my videos, try to realize that some of these are opinion-based, some of these are fact-driven, okay? But, yeah, please subscribe, like, share, comment, email me, whatever you want to do. Hate, love, I don't care. I'll take it all. Any publicity is good publicity, right? So, but yes, if you want to donate, please, redcross.org. And it's about that. Please, individuals of these entities, these businesses, think about that. Putting together a petition your governors, petition Congress. And unfortunately, I will say this again, that these businesses, in my opinion, are not essential. You, the owners and the employees, you are essential. And you need to express that and not just make it seem like your business is essential, because then the government, Congress, the Trump administration, the Republicans, they're going to look at it as the business is essential and the individuals are not. You need to switch that around. The business is technically not essential. You are. So remember that and stand up for the fact that you are an essential part of community, family, government, politics, and like I said before, this test that we call democracy. Hope you all have a great day. Probably produce another video a little bit later. Thank you all for watching. Please, like I said, subscribe, share, like, all that crap. Hope you all have a good day. I'm Notes on your screen.